to strictly adhere to the protocol seating arrangement. All school officers kindly adhere to the established seating arrangement, please. There cannot be any change at this moment. If you have been assigned to sit in the gathering area, kindly go there. We welcome some of our distinguished guests. We have with us one of the builders of our university, our former Vice Chancellor, Professor Adetokunbo Kayode. We welcome you, sir. We also welcome the former registrar of University, Dr. Obumulu. We welcome you, sir. He's also one of the builders of this great university. In the course of the program, we will be paying normal courses to all our guests. Again, I request that all the school officers should sit graduating students on assigned places. We can't change at this moment, please. They have been designed in such a way that we will accommodate everybody. Please, we cannot change at this moment. Sit people where they are supposed to sit. Great Futarians! Great Futarians! I welcome you to your day. A round of applause for yourselves, please. Let us set the ground rules for this ceremony. There is a song you guys used to sing. Atiba Tabaye Tidaye. I'm told that Futarians are the best behaved students in Africa. So I'd like you to demonstrate and exemplify this today. We have very important guests, our former Vice Chancellors, people who have built our universities. We therefore appeal for absolute decorum all through the program. We expect that except when you are pressed that you need to use the convenience, we will not allow anybody to leave the auditorium before the end of the program. Kindly bear with us. We are going to ensure that it runs smoothly and we do not delay more than necessary. We know that we are brought in guests from different parts of the country. We would ensure that we do not delay unnecessarily. However, it is important for you to also maintain certain ground rules onto the program. We do not want any of the graduating students. You know the degree that you are awarded will be in what? Learning and what? Character. So please kindly obey all instructions from persons that have been assigned to direct these proceedings. I also want to welcome Professor Emmanuel Fashaki, former Deputy Vice Chancellor of our great institution, pioneer rector of Federal Polytechnic in Eruji. A round of applause for one of the builders of our university. Welcome, sir. We also welcome Pastor Ajibade, Regional Pastor, RCCG Region 22. Welcome, sir. Again, welcome to your day. Shall we rise for the procession of the Vice Chancellor? Let's rise, procession please. As well as the future anthems. Your Excellencies, I welcome you all to the best University of Technology in Nigeria. On the occasion of the 36th Convocation Ceremony of our great institution, I welcome the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Governing Council, distinguished Senator Nora Ladi Dado. You are welcome. Other members of the Governing Council, Pastor Sikiru Adebayo Raji, we welcome you. Honorable Sylvester Obona Obaga, you are welcome, sir. Mrs. Rafatu Garba Amani, we welcome you, ma'am. Right Honorable Kenneth Olawale, we welcome you. And Mr. Joseph Ojo Achi, you are welcome, sir. We also welcome members of the internal and council members. Professor Samuel Oyetuchi, we welcome you. Professor Adekunle Ayokunle, you are welcome. We welcome Professor Ademola Ayesomi. We also welcome Member of Council, Professor Boniface Kayode Adeshe, and Dr. Olaiton Adesoya Adeshowoju. You are all welcome. I welcome our Vice Chancellor, the very first female Vice Chancellor of our great institution, Professor Adenike Temidayo Oladiji. You are welcome. We welcome the Secretary General, Committee of Vice Chancellors of Nigerian University, Professor Andrew Aruno, ably represented by Karen Dao. You are welcome. Other visiting Vice Chancellors, we welcome you. We welcome the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Taiwo Timothy Amos. A round of applause for you, please. We welcome the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Development, Professor Sunday Oluyawo. You are welcome. The Registrar and Secretary to Council, Mr. Charles Olusegun Adeleye, we welcome you, sir. We welcome the Bossa, Mr. Oladapo Oshaduba. You are welcome. The University Librarian, Dr. Robert Akande Awoyemi. You are welcome. We welcome the Acting Provost, College of Health Sciences, Professor Piotr Olakunji. You are welcome. Welcome deans of our schools, members of Senate, directors and head of units, other distinguished royal fathers, members of the diplomatic community, members of the armed forces and paramilitary forces, staff and students of FUTA, the president and members of FUTA Alumni Association Worldwide, the presidents and members of the FUTA Students Union, parents and family members of the graduating students, great Futarians, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I have the honor and privilege to invite to the podium the Registrar and Secretary to Council of our University, Mr. Charles Olusegun Adeleye, to carry out his statutory responsibility of directing the proceedings of the 36th Convocation Ceremony. Mr. Registrar, sir.
The visitor to the university, the governor of Ondo State, and other governors, members of the National Assembly, Your Highnesses, members of Senate, my lords, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the Federal University of Technology Act F23 2004 empowers the university to grant degrees, diplomas, certificates, and other distinctions, as well as to award medals, prizes, and other. It also provides that the Chancellor shall, in relation to the university, and when he is present, shall preside at all meetings of convocation held for conferring degrees. And when he is absent, the Vice Chancellor shall preside at meetings of convocation for conferring degrees. I, therefore, most respectfully, in the absence of the Chancellor, call in for the Chancellor is Royal Highnesses Alhaji Umar Farouk to OON Emir of Katabi to constitute this assembly a convocation for the award of first degrees, the Chancellor.
I hereby constitute this assembly a convocation of the Federal University of Technology Accra for the purpose of award of first degrees.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest in our midst, the convocation lecturer for today, and former Minister of Labour, Prince Adetokunbo Kayode, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Let's make it welcome the convocation lecturer for 2025.
Your Excellencies, the visitor, governors, your Royal Highnesses, members of Senate, my lords, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have the honor, most respectfully, to invite the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman of Governing Council, distinguished Senator Professor Nora Ladidadu, for our welcome address, Madam Pro-Chancellor.
Distinguished members of the National Assembly here present, the Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Maruf Valedictory Alausa, who is here with us in spirit. The Executive Secretary of the National University Council, again, is here in spirit. Our very respected Convocation lecturer, Prince Adetokunbo Kayode SAN, our very distinguished members of the Governing Council, the visiting Pro-Chancellors and Vice-Chancellors of Federal, and indeed our host Vice-Chancellor, Professor Adenike Emidayo Oladiji, and all members of the management of the University of Technology, Akure, our distinguished staff and students of this great institution, our government functionaries that are here, distinguished congregation and convocation of FUTA, the national president and members of FUTA Alumni Association, distinguished graduates who are our hosts, and for the reason why we are here, parents, guardians, friends, families of the graduates, friends of the university community, members of staff and students, and gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, great Futarians. To God be the glory for granting us this grace to witness this beautiful day. On behalf of the Governing Council of the University of Technology, Akure, I have great pleasure to welcome, first of all, our President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and visitor to the university, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, wonderful occasion of the 36th Convocation Ceremony of this great institution, the Federal University of Akure. Let me, on behalf of Council, express our sincere gratitude to Mr. President for his visionary leadership and reforms, and proud of. This is why we, as Council, owe Mr. President total commitment to serving the university in the spirit
of the New Hope Initiative for the good of the nation. I also welcome all of you here present to this auspicious occasion that gathered us to celebrate together our graduates. I must in a special way welcome and appreciate the Convocation lecturer, Prince Adetokunbo Kayode SAN, former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, former Minister of Labor. The title of his lecture, and I quote, "Strategies and Tactics for Solving Skills Challenges in Nigeria, the Roles of Government, Institutions, and Youth." This, of course, unquote, this, of course, is apt and inclusive. It addresses not just government, but all educational stakeholders, management, staff, and students. It is hoped that Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, distinguished graduates, I want to seize this opportunity to quickly highlight some achievements since we came in as council. Harmonious relationship, I will start with that. I am glad to say that council so far have enjoyed and is still enjoying a very harmonious relationship with the university management, staff, unions, and students, which has created an enabling environment for teaching, learning, and research. This is due to the interactions and understanding of our common goals and objectives for the development of the university. Staff, welfare, teaching and research. As major stakeholders, council and management do not take staff welfare for granted. During this period, for example, a principal officer in the person of the bursar, Mr. Doctor, was employed as well as the chief internal auditor. Staff continue to realize their promotions, training, and research programs in order to enhance productivity. And recently, I'm very glad to mention some members of staff benefited from the federal government largesse, that is the staff loan. Infrastructural development. I'm glad to note here that during this period, we embarked on many projects. I know the Vice Chancellor will put that to us in details, but I am happy that these projects, some have been completed, some are ongoing, and we believe that it is adding value to our university and also to be able to enhance and inspire more development. Student and learning environment. I want at this point to acknowledge and appreciate the President and Father of the Nation, His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for the introduction of the Nigerian Education Loan Fund, that is NEL Fund. And I am aware that about 3,000 students are benefited from this scheme. On the ground and down, the Council has maintained cordial relationship with its host community. In this vein, the government of Ondo State, through the intervention of the Deji of Akure, His Royal Highness Oba Valedictory Ogunlade Alade Lucy Odudu II, donated a teaching hospital to the university. Of course, this was also an intervention by the federal government. The Council, in its wisdom, organized a 3-day retreat titled Expectations of Council and Management, Leadership in Promoting Good Governance. This is, of course, to equip Council to direct its focus geared towards guiding and carrying out its functions. It also has helped to build an understanding between Council and management, and also prepare us to make better inputs. I wish to point out that in spite of the paucity of funds, FUTA has progressed steadily throughout the session 2024-2025 academic year. I wish to therefore sincerely thank all members of Council, the Vice Chancellor, and management, staff, students, for their solidarity and unity of purpose in order to reach this enviable achievement we are celebrating today. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let us come back to today's occasion. We are here to celebrate and congratulate our graduating students who have gone through the process of learning in their various areas of discipline and have been found worthy in character and learning. They came in rather an unprepared and raw condition, but today they are well prepared and they are going out as finished, good and refined citizens of this great institution. I therefore congratulate all our first-degree graduating students with whom we are celebrating today. I know that you have passed through a lot. Our joy is that you have come out stronger and better than when you came into the university as fresh men and women. You have completed a phase of your life journey, and the beginning, you are starting another journey. The sleepless nights, demanding projects, long hours in the laboratories have now culminated in today's celebration. You have earned not just your degrees, but the confidence competence and resilience that will serve your future endeavors. As you step into the wide and wide world, I charge you to embrace the world not merely as graduates, but as change agents equipped to make a difference. I thank God for your parents who, through thick and thin, did not relent in giving you a lasting legacy that will enable you to stand tall in the midst of academic icons. As you are all aware, the road to success is always not easy, but with a determined mind and spirit, you will conquer. It is for those who are ever ready to surmount every hurdle on the way to success. Remember, early morning lectures, stress of transportation, and examination sickness, among others. If they would not stop you from reaching your goals today, the sky is not within our limits. Therefore, we want to celebrate with you for attending. I was like you in 1919. Can you tell me? In 1976. And I know what you have passed through. Ours, we are eating the whole chicken, free accommodation, free. Even our laundry was taken care of. Yes. If you did not eat your meal because you didn't like it, they will give you back your money. Yes. And I think Nigeria has a lot more to offer you. One day, we will come back to that in Jesus' name. Finally, I wish to express my profound gratitude to the Vice Chancellor, who has given and inspired the Council to prepare a better and enabling ground for more development. I am very proud of that because we have just commissioned 3 outstanding projects that have been put in place through the hard work of the management. And I believe in FUTA because we have very serious students. I'm coming from another academia and I can compare notes. I thank God that I am within a serious community, students who are very serious with their work. And I congratulate you for attaining this level. I have seen it in the media already. We have an outstanding number of first class. I am not going to say it. I am also invited as a Pro-Chancellor to this occasion that is chaired by the Chancellor and also directed and guided by the Vice Chancellor. From there, we will know more about your achievements. I wish finally, and to conclude, to thank all members of Council, staff, and unions for their collaboration and for working together in harmony in order to reach this enviable achievement and to celebrate this day. Thank you for your time and presence, and enjoy your celebration.
Thank you very much, Madam Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Governing Council, for your exciting and warm welcome address. At this junction, it is my distinct honor to invite former Honorable Minister of Culture and National Orientation, former Honorable Minister of Labour and Productivity, Honorable Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, and former Honorable Minister of Defense, Prince Adetokunbo Kayode SAN, to step forward. To read this citation.
Prince Adetokunbo Kayode SAN is a corporate lawyer, tax expert, international arbitrator, and public administrator. He has attained the highest rank, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and the highest honor, life venture, that a lawyer may attain in Nigeria. In addition, he is a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Arbitration, United Kingdom, fellow of the Chartered Institute of Mediators and Conciliators of Nigeria, and fellow of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria. He attended CMS Grammar School in Lagos. He studied law at the University of Lagos and the Nigeria Law School, Lagos. Strategic leadership at Oxford and Cambridge Universities. Strategy and public communications at the University of Southern California under the aegis of the World Bank Annenberg Program, as well as strategic negotiations training at Harvard University. He has a diploma in international commercial arbitration and also passed the fast-track fellowship program examination of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, UK. He has undertaken several courses organized by the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, UK, International Chamber of Commerce, Paris, and the Swiss Arbitration Association. He is also a member of these arbitral centers. He has conducted several arbitral proceedings as arbitrator and also as counsel. He served the government of Nigeria variously as Culture and Tourism Minister, Labour and Employment Minister, Attorney General and Justice Minister, and finally as Defense Minister. Commerce and Industry, Nigeria Association of Investment Promotion Agencies, and the D8 Chamber of Commerce and Industry. He was awarded Order of the Niger, CON, as well as the Distinguished Service Order of the Republic of Liberia. He serves as President, Abuja Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Nigeria. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Prince Adetokunbo Kayode SAN, delivering the 36th Convocation Lecture of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, titled Strategies and Tactics for Solving Skills Challenges.
Quote, a university or training center recognized for its high-quality education, innovative practices, and positive impact on students and the community, with strong leadership, excellent teaching, and focus on student success, innovative facilities, and a commitment to developing 21st century skills like critical thinking and problem solving. End of quote. I submit that FUTA easily qualifies as an exemplary institution. But wait a minute. I was not invited here to this convocation by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Valedictory, FES, a formidable scientist and academician in her own right. Just to call him comment, I congratulate you as well as your parents. And even if others forget to congratulate you, please congratulate yourself. In the book, Things Fall Apart, many of you know, wrote, the lizard to the ground said he will praise himself if no one else did. From today on, this is a primary assignment. Most of you always get along with a certificate. Search for a job. It will or may take a little time, but it will happen. Get employed and move on. But I believe that many of you here also aspire to be successful entrepreneurs and employers of labor. This will require additional skills, which will support the certificate you will receive here today. So, what are skills? How do I acquire skills? Which skill should I be interested in? And of course, what role does government play in ensuring that skills development is easily accessible and attractive? You will need to try your hand and brain on a few things. One, think about what you did for Nigeria today. And create a robust framework for skills development across Nigeria. Now, within that framework, a lot of programs are being done. But the most important thing is that there's this policy for skills. I want to build a hall like this, and I need somebody to do tiny granite for me. I will not ask the certificate. I want to see the work you can do. And it does not matter whether I read civil engineering or building engineering or whatever. I don't want to see the work of his hand. And they make a lot of money. We are in the business, we know. You are skilled. Actually, most people will hardly ask you for a certificate because they see your skill and effect. So, the final issue is I want you to cultivate an entrepreneurial spirit. You must proceed on the basis that you will make progress and achieve only if you are an employer. Proceed from today. Think like an entrepreneur. Believe that you will succeed if you are an employer. If you position yourself with the mentality of an employer. The current skills challenge becomes an opportunity for skills acquisition application and innovation in starting small businesses or social enterprises, thus creating jobs for yourself and others. Digital literacy is a must, irrespective of your degree. Digital literacy is a must, and the opportunity for service is ensure that you improve yourself, improve your digital capabilities. Just 2 more minutes, I will round up. And I'm really getting to the portion that I want to communicate directly with you. So give me a little moment. Let us have a talk. Thank you very much. In fact, I wanted to ask, where are the electronics engineering students? I thought they would have been intervening here and done something. And this is what we're talking about. You should improve your skills so that even wherever you are, you can give me a directional, there's something called directional microphone that you can hear me away, you get there. Digital literacy is a must for your degree. It's a must. Sorry, irrespective of your degree, it's a must. Whether you get agriculture or whatever it is, you must be digitally literate. All modern jobs require information in digital literacy, whether as an employee or as an employer. So please keep this in mind. Digital literacy is a must. Conclusion. And please believe that I have traveled far and wide, and I have never seen any society that have the greater opportunities that we have. You see, because in every challenge embedded in it is an opportunity. Seize it. The foundation for that bright future is being laid here today. You all are the building blocks of that new edifice. So we must resolve this challenge by building bridges. Bridging is critical. The social government of the three pillars I've mentioned, government, institutions, and youth. Policies are available, and we should put the government to task to ensure proper implementation. Come out of the shells, think out of the box to modernize the approach to curriculum design and implementation. You cannot do the same thing the same way and expect a different result. The youth graduates, you must skill up and get ready. Your destiny is inevitable. You cannot judge it. As they say, it is written, and it will happen. You will take over the leadership of this country. So what will it be? How do you want to proceed? Do you want to be a driver or a passenger? Do you want to own the vehicle or want to be in the booth? You decide today. In between 10 and 15 years' time, many of you will be in top positions in the industry, governance, professions, and other critical productive sectors of Nigerian life. Do not fail to pick up the challenge. The choice is in your hands to succeed or not. But you will succeed. Because today, at this moment, and because of what you have and taken to heart, you must succeed. We depend on you. Your country depends on you, and I wish you Godspeed. I thank you for listening.
Let's put our hands together again for our former Minister for Culture, Tourism and National Orientation, Prince Adetokunbo Kayode. Thank you very much, sir, for a well-delivered 36th Convocation lecture. The graduates are well informed and educated now. Thank you very much, sir. May I call on the Vice Chancellor to present appreciation award to our minister, Madam Vice Chancellor.
Thank you very much. Honorable sir, the Federal University of Technology presents this appreciation award to Prince Adetokunbo Kayode SAN, the former Attorney General of this great nation, and the guest lecturer, the Convocation lecturer at the 36th Convocation Ceremony of our dear university today, Friday, 14th November 2025. We thank you most of you.
May I again invite our Convocation lecturer to please say one or two things.
Now the lecturer has made it. I've been given a plaque. This is the first plaque I've ever received from the university that I did not attend. All the universities I've attended, both in Nigeria and abroad, I've always been refused to give me a plaque. Maybe because they always want me to say something. I want to appreciate the university for this, and I want to put my money where my mouth is. I trust the discretion of the Vice Chancellor. I would like her to choose the faculty that will start with the skills development center, and I will endow it. Not only that, I will ask my friends, both in Nigeria and abroad, to support the university. If we move fast, we will then maybe do official commissioning this time next year, but we'll put money immediately, subject to the bill the same to me, And I know the DC is an Jebu woman. She will not charge me too much, but I assure you I will do it. I thank you very much for my appreciation.
A round of applause again for our minister for that kind. Thank you very much, sir. Fair.
This song we used to sing in primary school days. Maybe you will still remember, if you have not forgotten it, the choir is going to remind you. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, go!
Whenever
institutions worldwide, president and members of the FUTA Student Union, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, great veterans, you are truly the best anywhere. Warm welcome and appreciation. It is with a heart full of gratitude to the giver of life, the Most High God, that I welcome everyone with joy and due reverence to the 36th Convocation Ceremony of our university. I bless the Lord for the gift of life to everyone present here today, and very especially to all the critical stakeholders who the good Lord has granted the grace to play their roles that culminated in the noble gathering of today. May the name of the Lord be praised forever. I recognize very heartily and most respectfully our distinguished Chancellor, Alhaji Dr. Umar Faruk, to OON, the Emir of Katago, to our campus. We owe His Highness much gratitude for the royal support and encouragement which has continued to facilitate our march towards our mission, which is to be a world-class University of Technology and Center of Excellence in training, research, and service delivery. I recognize with reverence the presence of our dear leader and mother, Senator Professor James Nora Ladidadu, to this special occasion. I welcome most reverently each and every member of the Governing Council, and I thank you most sincerely for your guidance and support, which has contributed to the stability of FUTA and made today's occasion a reality. I extend special thanks to members of the management team and Senate for their support, which has translated into the remarkable achievements that we are celebrating today. I am proud and bold to say that ours has been an open and consultative administration, and every decision is taken with the best interest of all the critical stakeholders uppermost. My gratitude also goes to the academic and the non-teaching staff. Through our collective efforts, we have graduated the students who we convoke today. This could not have been possible if we had not worked as a team. I acknowledge your sacrifice, and I will forever be grateful for it. As we reflect on the past year, we can see clearly signs of progress. I wish to acknowledge the efforts of my predecessors, on behalf of the entire FUTA community. I welcome most respectfully our revered Convocation lecturer, Prince Adetokunbo Kayode SAN, former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and former Minister of Labour. We are most privileged to have you in our midst, and we respectfully assure you that your availability is not taken for granted. We welcome most heartily and respectfully all the dignitaries who have joined you to make today's event memorable. I also want to thank you, sir, for your generous donation to our university. Indeed, like I told the Pro-Chancellor, thank you so much, sir. I welcome sincerely and respectfully our Lords, spiritual and temporal, visiting Vice Chancellors, Rectors and Provosts, registrars, sponsors, top government functionaries, and all our distinguished guests. I congratulate very heartily the graduating students whose years of toil are being crowned with awards of degrees today. I rejoice with the proud parents and guardians who are blessed to witness the milestone achievements of their children and works. Today is a day of reckoning, an occasion to report our major accomplishments as a citadel of learning to our proprietor, the federal government, and the critical stakeholders who have invested time. Thank the Lord for the event of today, the third convocation ceremony since I came into the saddle in 20th Chancellor of this great university. Even if nothing else, the stability in our calendar is palpable, which is a reflection of a healthy industrial environment FUTA undoubtedly ranks among the topmost universities that enjoy stable academic calendar in Nigeria. We have enjoyed industrial harmony, which in turn has produced a stable academic calendar. Earlier today, 3 projects were commissioned. We commissioned the 2-in-1 lecture theatre for the College of Health Sciences, a 2-in-1 lecture theatre for the School of Electrical Systems Engineering, and the School of Agriculture and Agricultural Technology, and also the Forestry and Wood Technology Camp hosted. Our congenial industrial environment and collective commitments towards the vision of the university helped to maintain our position as the foremost university of technology in Nigeria and one of the leading universities in Nigeria. By the Times Higher Education ranking, FUTA continues to rank among the top 10 universities in Nigeria. In what could be described as an accomplishment, the first colloquium of all tertiary institutions in Ondo State was hosted by the Federal University of Technology on Tuesday, 3rd June 2025. It was initiated by FUTA, it was organized by FUTA, and hosted by FUTA. And I can say that institutions from Ekiti and Osun State also participated in the program. Our Department of Meteorology and Climate Science was also confirmed as the Regional Training Center of the World Meteorological Organization for another period of 5 years. This to us is a great accomplishment. In terms of research accomplishments, with the harmonious industrial environment of the university and the encouragement by the agencies of the federal government of Nigeria, the researchers in the university continue to make impacts nationally and internationally. Our researchers, many are ranked among the global top by the Stanford University ranking, and Elsevier. The efforts of our researchers continue to earn recognitions within and outside the shores of Nigeria. In the just concluded academic session, 3 of our researchers won a cumulative grant of about £130,000 for research. Within the same period, our CERAD processed research proposals, and we attracted. FUTA is also a beneficiary of the TED Fund ₦1 billion commercial that remained very visible in academic research competitions. A team of 5 academic staff from the university also successfully developed an innovative health and environmental friendly solution. Very visible in academic research competitions. A team of 5 academic staff from the university also successfully developed an innovative health and during the transformative innovation workshop held at Innovate Hub in Abuja. Also, FUTA was granted patent by the President for production of biodiesel from renewable spirulina source. This is the proposed school we host. We'll have BTech architecture, BTech architectural technology, BTech furniture design, BTech interior, BTech landscape architecture, and BTech naval architecture. Recognitions accorded officers, staff of the university. As the university continues to work hard in the direction of its vision and mission, Association of FUTA, expanded its frontiers by earning accolades and leadership roles. At both regional and national levels. At the NIMSA Southwest Regional Convention hosted by Olabisi Onabanjo University at Galway, FUTAMSA emerged as a standout delegation. The team claimed 11 medals and earned the title of the most promising medical student association. We are truly very proud of the Student Association. We are truly very proud of the accomplishment. 1,479 students are in the second class honors upper division category. 912 students in second class lower division, and 160 students in third class category. We have a total of 1,954 males and 793 females. As it is conventionally done at a time like this, I wish to inform this august gathering that the best graduating students for the just concluded academic session is Akinjobi Aduakewe. He is from the Department of Civil Engineering, graduating with a cumulative grade point average of 4.98. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is a time for the past 4 years, the best graduating students have been coming from the School of Engineering. Message to our graduates. I heartily congratulate all the graduates of today and wish you all greater successes for the future. Without any doubt, your success of today is a product of physical, mental, and emotional exertions. Paradoxically, your battles to become somebody in life has just been painful, but in another way, our current rough patch may be just the feeling that we need to bring the best out of us. As the saying goes, necessity is the mother of inventions. Let the hard times bring out the most creative and innovative person in you. A saying once said, hard times create strong people, but good times create parasites. I urge you to bear in mind that the certificates are awarded because you have been found worthy, first in character and then in learning. As it is often said, no man can climb out beyond the limits of his character. Your character will determine how far you will go in life. Bear in mind also, the university reserves the right to withdraw your certificate if you misrepresent her anywhere. Our earnest expectation is that you will become alumni to be proud of in no distant future. I therefore admonish you to continue to uphold the values that FUTA holds there. By all means, remain men and women of noble character. Skill can take you to the top, but you require character to remain there. Our dear University FUTA has received numerous accolades locally and internationally as a result of the exploits of our graduates. And it is my fervent hope that in no distant time your name will be on the rolls of worthy alumni, making the university proud. The Tinubu-led administration has been rolling out reforms that are capable of transforming our nation from the monolithic, oil-dependent economy to a diversified one that will be a major player in the global economy, expectedly laying the foundation for a prosperous future. A prosperous future is coming with the characteristic pain, but we are all familiar with the axiom, no pain, no gain. With commitment, diligence, and perseverance, we will turn the corner and move in the direction of the Nigeria of our dream. For Futarians, this is the time to make true our motto, which says technology for self-reliance, and make it count now. Tight as things seem to be, there are silver linings in the cloud. With the aid of information technology, you can get the lot done, as information can now be obtained from any part of the world within the twinkle of an eye. There are countless sources through which you can learn new things and upskill. The Convocation lecturer has spoken so much about this. You can count on our support as you journey to the top. Always keep in mind our core values. We acronymed it ICARE. It stands for integrity, creativity and innovativeness, accountability, rationality, and excellence. We truly care about your future. Please remain connected to the Alumni Relations Office. We want to play a part in your success stories. As I heartily felicitate the parents and guidance, I sincerely thank all other stakeholders who have contributed to making this day a reality and a success. In conclusion, and on the final note, I give special thanks to the Almighty God, whose grace and favor made our modest accomplishments possible, and also today's occasion a reality. I thank the academic and non-teaching staff for their unwavering support. I thank most immensely our distinguished Convocation lecturer, Prince Adetokunbo Kayode SAN, former Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and former Minister of Labour, for the masterful delivery of the lecture titled Strategies and Tactics for Solving Skills Challenges in Nigeria, the role of government, institutions, and the youth. The lecture was not only timely, but it was equally incisive. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for being part of today's momentous occasion. On behalf of the Chancellor, Council, Management, Senate, and the entire staff and students of our great university, I thank you most sincerely, and I wish you journey mercies to your respective destinations. Thank you all for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Madam Vice Chancellor, for your address at this Convocation Ceremony. We are moving to the main course now, and that is the conferment of first degrees. But before I move on, at this junction, I have the privilege and honor to recognize our leaders, our fathers, the builders of our universities, those God has used immensely to contribute to the growth and development of our university. They are here live. On that note, I want to recognize the Emeritus Professor Adetokunbo Kayode, former Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology and America. You are welcome, sir. Most welcome, sir. I also have the privilege to recognize the former Acting Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology and America and former Rector Federal Polytechnic 11, Professor Adetokunbo Kayode SAN. You are welcome, sir. seated is one of our fathers in the university. It's no other person than the former Vice Chancellor, Redeemer University, and Professor Debo Adeyewa. You are welcome, sir. I have the privilege and honor to recognize the first administrative officer of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, former acting registrar, Federal University of Technology, Akure, and former registrar of Bafemi Awolowo University, Dr. Oluride Ayorinde Ogunmuru. You are welcome, sir. Also with us at this ceremony is my predecessor, the former registrar of the Federal University of Technology in Akure, Mr. Richard Arifalo. You are welcome, sir. We also have with us the former university librarian of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Prince Adetokunbo. You are welcome, sir. I am also in the house members of the press, the fourth rep, at the appropriate time, the Director of Convocation will recognize you. You are most welcome. Thank you very much. The Chancellor, and I call upon the Dean of the School of Agriculture and Agricultural Technology to present his candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regular Akure, and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the first degrees of the university, then SAT.
In the School of Agriculture and Agricultural Technology for the 2024-2025 academic session should stand and stand. The Chancellor, in the name of the School of Agriculture and Agricultural Technology, and by the authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in the university. Those present and those who for good cause are unavoidably absent and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Agricultural Technology in Agricultural Extension and Communication Technology, Animal Production and Health, Agricultural and Resource Economics, Crops, Soil and Pest Management, Ecotourism and Wildlife Management, Fisheries and Aquaculture Technology, Forestry and Wood Technology, and Bachelor of Technology in Food Science and Technology, and to recognize in particular the following first-class graduates: Odifini Bemisola Twini Oluwa, Obe Bukola Mercy, Olatunji Hafiz Kayode, Ọmọtáyà Dímọ̀ Saidat Ọlájúmọ̀yé Adéọlá Lórí Ọláyínká Amosun Fọláṣadé Abíọ́lá Káyọ̀dé Stephen Tolúlọpẹ́ Olúṣọlá Bright Olúwapamílẹ́rìn.
I now call on the Chancellor to confer the degrees. Chancellor.
I confer on you all degree of the Bachelor of Agricultural Technology, Agricultural Extension and Communication Technology, Animal Production and Health, Agricultural and Resource Economics, Crop, Soil and Pest Management, Ecotourism and Wildlife Management, Fisheries and Aquaculture Technology, Forestry and Wood Technology, and Bachelor of Technology in Food Science and Technology of the Federal University of Technology. Congratulations.
Congratulations to you all. You may resume your seats and turn your tassel to the left. Congratulations. The Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean, School of Infrastructure, Minerals and Manufacturing Engineering, to present the candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Federal University of Technology and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the first degrees of the university. They see.
All candidates for the award of degrees in the School of Infrastructure, Minerals and Manufacturing Engineering for the 2024-25 academic session should stand and remain standing. The Chancellor, in the name of the School of Infrastructure, Minerals and Manufacturing Engineering, and by the authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in this university, those present, and those who for good cause are unavoidably absent, and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in agricultural engineering, civil engineering, industrial and production engineering, mechanical engineering, metallurgical and materials engineering, and mining engineering, and to recognize in particular the following first-class graduates. Adeoye Moses Oluwadamilare, Akegbejo Motunrayo Ifeanyi, Akinbunmi Joshua Timileyin, Idowu Shedrack Olorunfemi, Iroko Simon Vion, Oladimeji Sunday Michael, Oyewole Temitope Esther, Abidin Abdulbasit Opeyemi, Adedeji Tohib Adedoyin, Adedoyin Daniel Ayomide, Ademoyega Agusobo Olalekan, Ademola Temitope, Adetunji Labeka Adedeji, Ajayi Gbenga, Adeula Adekunle Mudashiru, Akin Agbi, Akinbowale Edobo, Akinbumi Aduragbemi Isaac, Ayodele Tofumi John, Isijola Stephen Olamide, Jimeto Kehinde Iyanu, Jirgo Emmanuel Weyini, Kolawole Adeoluwa Adeola, Obafemi Elijah Sunday, Olabode Israel Oluwatosin, Oladotun Olajoke Janet, Oladere Emmanuel Olamide, Olashile Paul Oluwatosin, Olushola Ayoluwa Grace, Owolabi Oyeyemi Festus, Oyetuji Akinola Samuel, Udo Samuel, Usi Onyiye Regina, Abanigbe Jamaldin Olamilekan, Fafunre John Oluwatimileyin, Olayiwola Kudus Opeyemi, Adebobajo Enioluwa Eniola, Adeleke Nasfidin Ajibola, Alabi Gracious Cyril, Balogun Olawumi Sunday, Olowolayimo Oluwatimileyin Emmanuel, Adebayo Ayomide Oluwatosin, Adelekan Sikiru Ṣẹ́gun, Adeniyi Emmanuel Ifeoluwa, Adewale Toluwalope Hafiz, Adebuyi Oluwafemi Samuel, Akinpelumi George Ayomide, Akojede Ayomide Festus, Arowosegbe Akinpelumi Edward, Aṣọgbọ́n Victor Abayomi, Ayorinde Muideen Adeyemi, Bello Abolaji Oluwasegun, David Godswill Ilerioluwa, Ebuola Joshua Toluwalase, Ebeze Chinedu Joseph, Fadeburi Michael Kolade, Igbo Israel Honorine, Kajopaye Peter Ayofeoluwa, Karim Alfred Olamide, Kehinde Emmanuel Abiodun, Majaro Oludayo Elijah, Odeyemi Michael Olaleye, Olorunmola Tolulope Michael, Opaleti Oluwatobi Johnson, Ugoe Gift Onome, Seidu Agorazak Adeshina, Abiruku Ogedefejiro Pauline, Ibudenibu Ebenezer Oluwaseyi, Adeberu Samuel Ṣẹ́gun, Adewumi Bright Oluwaseyi, Akanji Usman Kolapo, Akíbitìrẹ̀ Emmanuel Adéwálé, Akíníyì Daniel Ọ̀pẹ́mípọ̀sí, Awẹ́ Akínwùmí Jethro, Ìjágbèmí Fọlákẹ́mi Mògúnfáyọ̀, Olúyí Victor Ọlámídé, Táíwò Timothy Tolúwaníyì, Mọ́mọ́ Aisha Osele, Adésínà Tọ́pẹ́ Abíọ́dún, Dàdá Tolúlọpẹ́ James, Lami Sọ̀bí Ayọ̀mídé, Nasiru Saheed Ọlámídé, and Okoronko Kelechi Eyinaya.
I most respectfully call on the Chancellor of the Federal University of Technology and to confer the degree, the Chancellor.
I confer on you all the degree of the Bachelor of Engineering in Agricultural Engineering, Civil Engineering, Chemical Engineering, Industrial and Production Engineering, Mechanical Engineering, Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, and Mining Engineering of the Federal University of Technology. Congratulations.
Proceed to our handshake. Congratulations. You resume your seats and turn your cassette to the left. Nobody is allowed to exit this auditorium. Nobody. Let every graduate come and have their seat. The Chancellor, and I call upon the Dean, School of Electrical Systems Engineering, to present the candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the status and regulations of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the first degrees of the university, Dean, School of Electrical Systems Engineering.
All candidates for the award of degrees in the school regards for the 2024-2025 academic sessions should stand and remain standing. The Chancellor, in the name of the School of Electrical Systems Engineering, and by authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs this year. Those present and those who for good cause are unavoidably absent and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and learning for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Engineering, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Information and Communication Engineering, and to recognize in particular the following first-class graduates from the Department of Computer Engineering: Orima Degu Emmanuel Adekunle, from the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Adetiji Timileyin Emmanuel, Adigun Ibrahim Ayọ̀délé, Ajíṣafẹ́ Ọlálékan Emmanuel, Akíntayọ̀ David Ayọ̀mídé, Al-Hassan Abdulrazak Ọlágbèjì, Jimoh Israel Anoluapo, Ògúnbáyé jẹ́ Jeremiah Olúwaṣẹ́gun, Ògúnsìmídé Ọlámilékan Tófúnmi, Ọ̀jàmbátì Victor Olúwasúndára, Ọláwùmí Afeez Ọlámidé, Olúdáre Ìfẹ́olúwatolúlọ́pẹ́, Ọmọyẹni David Olúwayínká, Vincent Thompson Edima Marvelous, Ìtàpẹ̀ Stephanie Otua, Ọ̀báyẹmí John Payo Sabolaji, from the Department of Information and Communication Engineering, Rabademuyiwa Joy Oluwato, Adetomiwa Faramadi Esther, Edison Mustakari George,
I most respectfully call on the Chancellor to confer the degrees. Chancellor.
I confer on you all the degree of the Bachelor of Computer Engineering, Electrical Electronics Engineering, Information and Communication Engineering, and Mechatronics Engineering of the Federal University of Technology, Abuja.
The first class graduate should proceed to have handshake. Congratulations, you may resume your seat and turn your cassette to the left. The Chancellor will now call upon the Dean, School of Earth and Mineral Sciences, to present the candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Federal University of Technology, Abuja, and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the first degrees of the university. Dean says.
All candidates for the award of degree in the School of Arts and Mineral Sciences for the 2024-2025 academic session should stand and remain standing. The Chancellor, in the name of the School of Arts and Mineral Sciences, and by the authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in this university. Those present and those who for good cause are unavoidably absent, and for those who are in stand process, who have found money, both in character and in learning, for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Applied Geology, Applied Geophysics, Meteorology and Climate Science, Marine Science and Technology, Remote Sensing and Geoinformation System, and to recognize in particular the following first class graduates: Ọdẹ́ni Michael Abídèmí. Ọláwọ̀yí Akínyẹmí Elijah. Adélẹ́yẹ Josephine Adéníkẹ́. Adéyẹmọ Adam Adésínà. Àjàláró Usman Ọlámilẹ́kan. Bàrúwẹ́ Hasan Ọlámilé. Ọlánìpẹ̀kún Dámilọ́lá David. Afọlábí Ọpẹ́yẹmí Martin. Aládé Ajíbọ́lá Dámilọ́lá. Clement Ìdòwú Festus. Elijah Olúwapẹ̀lúmi Israel. Ògúngbèmí Ezekiel Tóbilọ́ba. Adésọ̀yà David Adébáyọ̀. And Olóyèdé David Olúwayínká.
I most respectfully call on the Chancellor to confer the degree of Bachelors of Technology on the graduates, the Chancellor.
I confer on you all the degree of the Bachelor of Technology in Applied Geology, Applied Geophysics, Meteorology and Climate Science, Marine Science and Technology, and Reprocessing and Geoinformatics and Geoscience Information System of the Federal University of Technology. Congratulations.
The first class graduate should proceed to have handshake. Congratulations. You may resume your seats and turn your parcel to the left. The Chancellor and I call on the Dean School of Environmental Technology to present the candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Federal University of Technology and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the first degree of the university. Then set.
All candidates for the award of degrees in the School of Environmental Technology for the 2024-2025 academic session stand and remain standing. The Chancellor, in the name of the School of Environmental Technology, and by the authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in this university. Those present and those for good cause are unavoidably absent, and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Architecture, Building, Estate Management, Industrial Design Graphics Option, Industrial Design Ceramics Option, Industrial Design Textiles Option, Quantity Surveying, Surveying and Geoinformatics, and Urban and Regional Planning, and to recognize in particular the following first-class guidance: Department of Architecture, Alawode Abiola Emmanuel, Olaniyan David Oluwabukunmi. Department of Building, Pankole Jeremiah Amsad Absalam Abiodun. Department of Estate Management, Adebayo Adegboyega. Joy Kendi. Department of Industrial Design Graphics Option, Ade Alao Adedamola James. Department of Industrial Design Textiles Option, Father Ilo Boluwadi Frank, Onifade Samuel Abiola, Owonifari Bukumi Victor, Rubendi David Kato. Department of Quantity Surveying, Bonile Ibrahim Olorundosin, Badebo Adetayo Henry, Ogunnoiki Dorcas Temidayo, Olaiya Oluwajuwonlo Samson, Raye Somo Timileyin Liberty, Tinubu John Oluwadamilare, Isa Emmanuela Obunene, Yomade Oluwaseyi Samuel. Department of Surveying and Geoinformatics, Adebayo Ilias Akinola, Adewumi Blessing Banji, and Department of Urban and Regional Planning, Adeyemi Comfort Oluwaseyi, Akinidi Eniola Olayemi, and Ayemi Samuel Olamide.
I most respectfully call on the Chancellor to confer the degree of Bachelor of Technology on the graduate, his Chancellor.
I confer on you all the degree of the Bachelor of Technology in Architecture, Building, Estate Management, Industrial Design Graphics Option, Industrial Design Ceramics Option, Industrial Design Textile Option, Quantity Surveying, Surveying and Geoinformatics, and Urban and Regional Planning of the Federal University of Technology at Abuja. Congratulations.
The first-class graduate should proceed to have lunch. and turn your tassel to the left. The Chancellor and I call upon the acting provost, College of Health Sciences, to present the candidates in the School of Basic Medical Sciences who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, and who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, to be admitted to the first degrees of the university. Acting Provost.
All candidates for the award of degrees in the School of Basic Medical Sciences, College of Health Sciences for the 2024-2025 academic session should stand and remain standing. The Chancellor, in the name of the School of Basic Medical Sciences, College of Health Sciences, and by the authority of the Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in this university, those present and those who for good cause are unavoidably absent and for whom I stand closely, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Biomedical, degree of Bachelor of Science in Human Anatomy and Physiology, and to recognize in particular the following first-class graduates. From the school, from the Department of Biomedical Technology, we have Abe Olamide Omo Bolade, Adepoju Kadijat Adeowu, Adeshino Elizabeth Oluwatobi, Aino Azizat Idowu, Aluko Semisola Idowu, Alukuche Ayodide Vincent, Enuluwa Victor Tolulope, Johnson Oluwatimileyin Sidiola. From the Department of Human Anatomy, we have Olatunji Sudiat Omonara. From the Department of Human Physiology, we have Alexander Apisola Debra. Ode Makide Testimony Yangoluwa. Okoshi Ifeshipo Emmanuela. Iwere Ofe Princess Stema.
The Chancellor will now call on you most respectfully to confer the bachelor degrees on the graduates.
I confer on you all the degree of the Bachelor of Technology in Biomedical Technology, Bachelor of Science in Human Anatomy, and Bachelor of Science in Human Physiology of the Federal University of Technology. Congratulations.
The first class graduate should receive our flag. Congratulations to you all. You may resume your seats and prepare your tassel to the left. The Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean, School of Logistics and Innovation Technology, to present the candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Federal University of Technology Akure, and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the first degrees of the university.
All candidates for the award of degree in the School of Logistics and Innovation Technology for 2024-2025 academic session stand and standing. The Chancellor, in the name of the School of Logistics and Innovation Technology, and by the authority of the Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree program in this university, those present and those who for good cause and unavoidably absent, and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Transport Management Technology and Project Management Technology.
I most respectfully call on the Chancellor to confer the degree of Bachelor of Technology on the ground. Chancellor.
I confer on you all the degree of the Bachelor of Technology in Transport Management Technology and Project Management Technology of the Federal University of Technology, Akure. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You may turn your cursor to the left. The Chancellor, and I call upon the Dean, School of Computing, to present the candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Federal University of Technology and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the first degrees of the university, being so.
All candidates for the award of degrees in the School of Computing for 2024-2025 academic session should stand and remain standing. In the name of the School of Computing and by the authority of Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree program in this university, those present, and those for good reasons, who are for good cause and unavoidably absent, and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning for the conferment of the Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science, Cyber Security, Information Technology, Information Systems, and Software Engineering, and to recognize in particular the following first-class graduates. From Computer Science, we have Adetokunbo Adekunle Kristana Ayomide, Ajibade Peter, Anoluwapo, Awolusi Paul Oluwaseunlore, Ayola Ayomide Seti, Joseph Barnabas Awude, Kọ́lédoyè Favour Ṣèyífúnmi, Olúwadáre God's Adébọ́lá God's Trust, Rotimi Elizabeth Oluwatife. From the Department of Cyber Security, Aduola Olamide Deborah, Ayola Daniel Oluwadurotimi. From the Department of Information Systems, Akini Ifeoluwa Akiyele, Arabame Gabriel Inegosu, Audu Emmanuel Elebu, Oluwatudimu Emmanuel Tobi, Onideji Oluwademiga. From the Department of Information Technology, Ajao Peter Oluwafemi, Awanabi Jehovah Tobiloba Nathan, Ayo Atakaye Adedamola Elijah, Azan Redwan Olaiton. And from the Department of Software Engineering, Adebowale Anu Victor, Adewi Eunice Tosimile, Akintan David Oluwayemi, Balogun Emmanuel Ayomide, Gaudu Adeola Daniel, Maku Wisdom Oluwatibile, Okukano Kayode Ayomide, Oyema Okechi Ebere, and the last but not least, Sarapade Ibrahim Oyinkolade.
The Chancellor, I invite you most respectfully to confer the degree of Bachelor of Technology on the graduates.
I confer on you all the degree of the Bachelor of Technology in Computer Science, Cyber Security, Information Technology, Information System, and Software Engineering of the Federal University of Technology. Congratulations.
The first-class graduates should proceed to have handshake. Golden handshake. Congratulations to you all. Turn your cursor to the left and resume your seats. The Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean, School of Life Sciences, to present the candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the statutes and regulations of the Federal University of Technology and who have been found worthy both in character and in learning to be admitted to the first degrees of the university. Dean.
All candidates for the award of degrees in the School of Life Sciences for the 2024-2025 academic session should stand and remain standing. The Chancellor, in the name of the School of Life Sciences and by the authority of the Senate, I have the honor to present to you these persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in this university. Those present and those who for good cause are unavoidably absent and for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy both in character and in learning for the conferment of the degrees of Bachelors of Technology in Biochemistry, Biological Technology, Biotechnology, and Microbiology, and to recognize in particular the following first-class graduates. From Biochemistry Department, Akintobo Precious Oluwatosin, I am Stephen Olakule, Daniel Mariam Oluwabukola, Azan Temitayo Adidas, Ojumola Paul Ami, Omale Ojonojima, Akinibosun Oluwafunke Alice. From Biology Department, we have Akimeji Deborah Imaniayo, Ayeyemi Omalola, President Ayobami Oluwafenami, Omoye Lucas Olamide, Raji Fandas Mobolaji. From Biotechnology Department, we have Ajayi Oluwalana Victor, Olabiyi Ayobami Ofiat, Olorunṣọfún Samuel Odunayo, Awotunde Abidemi Deborah. From the Department of Microbiology, we have Alaran Precious Olamilekan, Fafiolu Abimbola Mary, Johnson Blessing Oluwafunke, Odusote Kehinde Olariwaju, Ojo Testokunmi Mary, Oladipo Oluwatife Oyidamola, and last but not the least, Sonny Oreluwa Lucas.
The Chancellor, I most respectfully invite you to confer the degree of Bachelor of Technology on the graduates.
I confer on you all the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Biochemistry, Biology, Study of Technology, Biotechnology, and Microbiology of the Federal University of Technology. Congratulations.
The first class graduates should proceed to have answer. Congratulations. Kindly resume your seats and turn your parcel to the left.
These persons who have successfully completed their degree programs in the university, those present and those who, for good cause, are unavailable absent, for whom I stand proxy, who have been found worthy, both in character and in learning, for the conferment of the degree of Bachelor of Technology in Industrial Chemistry, in Industrial Mathematics, Physics with Electronic Option, Physics with Energy Option, and Statistics, and to recognize in particular the following first-class graduates. From the Department of Industrial Chemistry, Adeyomoye Ayode SAN, Akintayo Timileyin Akinola, Owopetu Oluwafemi Emmanuel, Akintunde Moses Akinwumi, Omole Peculiar Abilola. From the Department of Mathematical Science and Industrial Mathematics, Aino Adoption Oluwasomido, Ebifie Venus Oluwabusola, Odedoyin Tobi Isaac, Olulana Michael Olamilekan, Oluwasaye Prosper Joshua, Buda Moses Ude, Physics Electronic Option, Adigun Victor Ayomikun, Ogundipe Faith Oluwapelumi, Olayemi Ayomide Yusufudin, Osekita Omotayo Michael. And from the Department of Statistics, Adewale Adebola Adeola, Bankole Olamide Benicia, Oloko Taiwo Oluwafemi.
I most respectfully call on the Chancellor to confer the degree of Bachelor of Technology on the graduate. The Chancellor.
I confer on you all the degree of the Bachelor of Technology in Industrial Chemistry, Mathematical Sciences, Industrial Mathematics Option, Physics, Electronics Option, Physics, Energy Option, and Statistics of the Federal University of Technology. And congratulations.
The first class graduate should proceed to our handshake with the Chancellor and graduates. Resume your seat and turn your tassels to the left. Congratulations. For the 2024-2025 academic session convocation prizes, we have the Vice Chancellor Prize Akinwumi AI, the School Prize Akinwumi AI, Areb Pamen PI, INA SO, Ogunloju DT, Alade.
Our final year projects. They had experience demanding resilience. 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 They had experience dem If you were not a prayer warrior, that project is surely redeemed. Dear classmates, our time here has been a roller coaster of highs and lows. We have bonded with friends that became families. We have laughed, we've cried. There were days when the pressure felt unbearable and we thought of giving up. But with each challenge, we learn, we change, and we mature. We discovered the resilience within we had. And today, we come to take a moment to celebrate yourself. Thank you very much. This institution stands as one of the top universities in West Africa. FUTA has taught us the value of integrity, creativity, accountability, rational thinking, and a commitment to excellence. As we step into the dynamic world beyond these walls, let these values be our compass. Thomas Edison once said, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it is present over us and looks like work." Opportunities will always be the Vice Chancellor and the entire FUTA community, the academic, the administrative, technical, and professional staff, for making FUTA the center of academic excellence. On behalf of the graduate students, I also say a huge thank you to our parents. No word can fully express your support, your sacrifice, and your love. And we pray that you all reap the fruits of our labor. Finally, as we live today, let us all remember that the future is not just there waiting. It is being shaped by the choices we make every day. Therefore, let us go forth and create with purpose. Congratulations once again, Vice Chancellor. Thank you all.
President, FUTA Alumni Association Worldwide, for the induction of all the graduates. Engineer Bill.
As a member of the association, in accordance with the constitution of the association, and I will always act in the best interest and well-being of the association, and I will not be involved, either directly or indirectly, with
take as something that is in conflict with this pledge. So help me God. You are welcome to Futa family and Futa family.
The Chancellor, I now have the prayer to request you to declare convocation closed.
I now declare the convocation closed.
Shall we rise for the Futa as well as the national anthems? The Futa as well as the national anthems. Standing for the procession of the Vice Chancellor to lead the auditorium. We shall remain standing. The procession of the Chancellor to lead